Hello, welcome back to Cami Designs, and today I'm going to show you how to read a knitting chart. And it's not as hard as it looks. I actually prefer sometimes to go by chart than actually the written pattern. I usually would have done a sock today, but I'm not caught up on my sock, so those of you who are following the sock pattern, hopefully I'll get it done and ready to do the toe next Sunday. But this is just on reading charts. I'm going to show you what direction to go, numbers, the symbols, just a few of them, and then color work. So let me move this out of the way here. And okay, so I did a little chart here, and you can see I have numbers 1 through 10 here, and the numbers across the bottom here are for stitches. So this is my first stitch, second stitch, third stitch, fourth stitch, and that's how you go with that. Now, if you've got numbers up the side, like this, 1, 2, 3, then you're working in the round. Now, if the numbers are alternating, so you have 1 on this side, but then 2 is on this side, and then you're going back and forth. It means you're usually probably working on straight needles. And so this side would be, like, say, knit. This side might be purl, and then, that's off a little bit. So then 3 would be here, this would be 4, and it would go back and forth like that. So that is what the numbers on the sides mean. Now, let's go over some symbols. I'll leave the numbers there. So, knit usually is a blank square, but, if it's on the wrong side, it'll be a purl. But say this first row I say is knit, and the second row is purl. And purl can either have a dot in it, or a dash. Those both mean purl. So I'll put that over here. A dot or a dash is usually purl. Now, if for some reason, my stuff's falling here, let me get this stuff out of the way. If for some reason you see a circle, an actual circle, like that, that means yarn over. So a circle is a yarn over. Now, there are different ones. You might have a slash like that. Or a slash with a little toe off of it. A slash is a knit 2 together. A slash with a line is a SSK. Now, if it's the other way, say the slash is going this way, or the line with that way, that is, and sometimes they'll have a line underneath them. Let me erase this here. So if it's this way still, but it has a little line underneath it, or a slash with a line underneath it, that will be a purl 2 together. So this with a line is SSP, or this with a line underneath it is purl 2 together. And I'll just throw in here a if you are doing cable. So for example, if your cable is a 4, so you might have, it'll go over these 4 stitches. So it might be line, line, like that, and depending on which way it's leaning, whether or not it goes to the back or to the front, but it'll cover all 4 stitches it's working with, like this. And usually if you have a chart and a pattern, there will be a key and it'll tell you how much, like what each symbol is. But let me put on here. A blank is usually a knit. So that's really all there is to a chart. They're really easy once you get them figured out. It's not too hard to understand. And there are different symbols for different things. There's, slip stitches and purling 3 together, decreases, increases. There's different things like that. But these are the basic ones. And these are the ones I usually use in my patterns. Now, color work. So I'm going to erase these off here. And this is just a Ziploc bag over my thing here. But let's go over color work. So, say if I've got 2 colors, the main color I will usually leave in white. And then the second color I will put in a color. So, say my pattern does this. And then we'll just go up again here. So if this was your color work pattern, the blank ones here would be my main color, and then my color one would be the color filled blocks. So this is how it would go. My first stitch, I would do my color B, then I'd do 3 of my first color, and then I'd do my other color again, then 3, and then so on. I just follow my pattern around. Now, on this one, I would do my main color, then my alternating color, main color, alternating color, and go back and forth. And then this one, you just follow along. But if I have multiple colors, I will have multiple colors on the sheet here. I'm just filling these in. This is not really a pattern. But say that was my new color work, and I have 3 colors. So a tip for me is, if I've got multiple colors like this on a chart, I will take to the side and I will write, this color square I'm using white for, and this color square I'm using blue for. Just a note for myself. But yeah, so then I would do color A, color B, color C, and so forth. And that is how you read a color chart. Now, if you are going back and forth like this, and so say this first row is knit. When I get to my second row, I have to purl these in those colors, reading back this way. And I have to go this way with it. When the next color, knit. So, when working flat in color work, you have to remember to do the other different stitches on your back row, on the wrong side. Now, if you're working the round, usually it's just knit every single round, and you just follow the colors. And I'll show you an example of color work worked in the round. Is this one here. This is a hat I currently have up for sale on my Ravelry, and this little hat, is literally for sale too. But so this chart here is worked in the round, so I just knit every round, and all the numbers are along the side of the chart. Oops, I just erased it. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And you just follow each round. Now, when you are working color work, there can be a little offset on your beginning stitch. If I can find, I started my row here. It's a little harder to tell here. It's right here. So you can see how it's off by 1. There are ways to fix that, but on charts like this, it's not that noticeable. so I usually don't mess with it. But there are ways to fix that jump up here. But that is it. So that is your symbols, your color work, and then what your numbers mean. So once again, if the numbers are all on one side, it's usually knit in the round. If it's going back and forth, it's knit usually flat. You're doing one side, then the other, and going back and forth. And that is it. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and like and subscribe. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. It just lets YouTube know that people are interested in my videos. You know, those of you who are waiting for the sock, I hope to have it ready to do the next sock video next week. And that's it. So have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. Bye.